Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Factorio with the HardCrafting Mod installed. I am your host Alex and you are watching FCOG Gaming. Now, yeah, this is our little mini tiny logistics factory setup. Recently I've been researching power armor elements, but I don't know if I'm actually going to make them. Whatever. But yeah, we are going to be plopping down a couple more factories here. And what all did we need? Smart inserters, fast inserters, and the logistics boxes. So we'll go ahead and plop those in. All right, that should be that. So we have smart inserters. The next step after those, I believe, if I can look up the recipe here, it's going to be advanced circuits. So what that requires is green circuits and copper wire, which we have copper wire being produced. That's one of those things that kind of gets used up fairly quickly. So I think what we're going to do, I'm going to just keep researching this stuff, is I'm going to bump up the reserve here. Well, it's already 100, but I think I'm going to bump it up to 200. Get that working. And then I'm going to have 2 factories for advanced circuits and see if that's able to keep up, which it probably won't be, but we'll see how it goes. So it takes 2 electric circuits, 2 plastic bars, and 4 copper cables. So we're going to keep 20 times what it requires because we have 2 factories feeding off of it. So 40 green, 40 plastic, and 40, or 80 actually, copper wire. And we will, how many green are we keeping around? 50? Let's go ahead and bump that up to, just a second. What is that? Battery Mark II, laser defense. What do I want? Stack size bonus 3 might be the most useful. I mean, really the logistics robots stuff would be pretty useful, but I don't really want to set up my alien science factory quite yet. I mean, it's not like it's hard to set up, I guess. Let's go personal laser defense. Get some of that blue science out of there. Now that it's actually caught up. I do need to work on expanding my iron setup at some point. Just because it's not really keeping up with the demand. But, alright, so yeah, we're going to have to kind of let this stuff keep up. But, what was I saying here? I wanted to bump this up to 100, alright? And then these can be, let's go 50 of them for right now. Oops, forgot to set it. Okay, and I believe we can copy and paste that. Yep. Alright, so now we have advanced circuits being produced. We should be anyway. Why are these not going? Oh, because they're set to greater than. There we go. Alright, so that should start going. That's going to keep these logistics bots very busy. I might want to think about making some more. Yeah, actually, I'm going to queue up 10 more of them. That's going to keep my character busy for a while, but that's okay. Alright, and we're going to plop down another set of factories. I'm going to actually rotate them so that they fit in here. Then I probably need the inserters and boxes and all that good stuff. Okay. So that's all set up. We are going to have you do passive provider, and you are going to do passive, or not passive, but requester chests. And those are both the same recipe, I believe. Yeah, just smart chests and advanced circuits. So we are going to request, let's go 20 smart chests and 20 advanced circuits. And you, if red chests are less than, I think I usually keep 10 on hand. 10 you go. And you, if blue chests are less than 10, you are going to go. All right. So there's that going. It's actually a pretty good start there. I think those advanced circuits are going to take a while to go. These bots are just keeping up with me. They're trying to replace my materials that I used up for the logistics bots here. Which is fine. So the next thing that I'm going to need is smart inserters, which should be fairly easy to set up, but I'm not sure exactly where I want to set them up. Now what I could do is try to figure out a way to just have these factories fill out a box, which I think that might just be the easy way to do it. Alright, we got personal laser defense, we got, let's see, what else can we do? Combat robot damage sounds interesting. That's discharge defense. I know last time I got into this game that didn't really do much. Is there anything that doesn't require blue science? I mean, rocket stuff, but that's, have I not done bullet shooting speed? I guess not. I'll just go ahead and do that. That should be a cheap little thing to make. Alright, So let's check up on our iron really quick. Hate when I do that. It looks like everything is going about as smoothly as it can. I really should get another slag processor. I think that would, well, it would definitely keep this from getting clogged up. Might even want another pulverizer up this way, just because this belt is staying full, and this just isn't processing it fast enough. Now, I do have those logistic spots. I can let them do their thing. Yeah, why don't we... I don't know, I don't really want to wait on it. But I don't really want to get into it either. It's kind of one of those things that I'm kind of trying to put it off as much as possible. But it is getting to be kind of a dire situation. Anyway, why don't I set up those boxes? We can get a provider chest here and limit it to 1 stack. And of course the one spot in all of that doesn't have power will be that. This is not caught up currently, so yeah, it might be a little bit before we get that far. But let's see here. We can get some more chests here. And get the smart inserters going as well. And hopefully, it won't take too long for them to fill up. I know it's going to take a little bit. So let's look at our iron production here. Well, I definitely think that we're going to need another slag processor. Now, the only question on that is where the hell we're going to put it. I think what we may have to end up doing, well, we can either do it one of two ways. We can kind of expand it out so that it's up here and try to run this science belt underground, or we can move our wall processing factory. Either way, it's going to be kind of a pain. But I think going up here is going to be less of a pain, probably. So what do we need for that? We need a crusher. I believe we have a crusher. We do. So I think we can just put it right here. Like so. And then let's get those out of the way. You can actually go like so. Get those going. Let's go ahead and just fill up one of these factories with blue science. That should be okay. Alright. Do we have bullet shooting speed 2? Do. What about all this shotgun stuff? I know I don't have a shotgun, but it wouldn't be bad to research that stuff, I guess. Alright, so I think what we can do is just have this feed off of, well, I need some power poles, don't I? Have this feed off of here. Get those going. Come on. Okay. So we'll have that go in there. And then we can just have an underground belt. It's getting destroyed. Oh, that turret's probably out of ammo. Hopefully that laser turret keeps up. We'll take a look at that here in a second. But we should be able to do an underground belt down here just fine, right? Oh, that's... okay, that's feeding there. So that's not going to really work. And that inserter is going to be in the way. Dang it. I guess I can remove this inserter. It's going to make that stone a little bit less efficient, but I think it should be okay. So let's go ahead and do that. All this slag I'm going to have to manually pick up. Okay, is that all of it? I think that was all of it. And let's go ahead and feed that into here. Dump that into there. That should be fine. Alright, so that should prevent this from clogging up. I know I kind of messed up the balance when I accidentally fed that stuff into there, but should be okay. I can go ahead and pop my stone into there. But yeah, hopefully that's going to help keep all that balanced. Because in effect, by doing that and unclogging this slag right here, we added another pulverizer. Because this one was barely working at all. Excuse me, jeez. Kind of holding on to a little bit of a cough here. Sorry about that, guys. So anyway, let's go ahead and move this dirt around so that we can actually have this go at full production. We'll go ahead and fill up these boxes here. Alright, and hopefully that should get our iron production going a little bit better. So we'll let that run for a little bit, check up on it in just a moment. Yeah, because this production has completely stopped now, which is fine. We've got a little bit of belts stored up, so not the end of the world by any means. Our copper production is kind of slowed down. It's not really keeping up with what we've got going on. Are all my mines working? No, they're not. Oops. No, they're really not working. Okay, so let's move this mine down here. And we can get that kind of going a little bit faster. Alright, I think I'm going to suspend research for a little bit and just let everything kind of catch back up as far as materials go. hopefully that'll be okay, because that is going to take a little bit of time. But yeah, it shouldn't be a huge deal. Oh, the main reason I was down here was I was going to look at incinerator, which it looks like this stuff isn't really keeping up. Now what about this one that's completely been running off of boxes? That one's not doing too bad of a job. Hopefully, yeah, because this one's doing dirt, like, exclusively. So hopefully that'll be able to keep up. I don't know. May actually need another incinerator. I don't know. Kind of wish that I could figure out a way to utilize all of this stuff, but it's kind of a losing battle. Because I don't really need, currently, any of those ingredients. Because even the concrete, which I haven't really done yet, just uses stone, brick, iron ore, and water, which is not really anything that I need. And dirt just does a dirt path, which basically just keeps you from going way too fast with your car. Yeah, I was going to check out these turrets too, wasn't I? Alright, so that laser turret's okay. This was just a normal gun turret. So I think I'm going to replace that with a laser turret. Hopefully it's not too hard to get power down there. No, not at all. And then fix that wall. Looks like our robot coverage must run out right around here. Alright, our copper is catching back up, which is a good deal. Could probably finish off these walls, but I don't really know if I need to right now. How are we on electricity? Well, we'll wait until the laser turrets stop going nuts here. Actually, I add about half production. Now, granted, we aren't doing any research right now, but yeah, the reason I'm asking is because I'm tempted to set up another incinerator here just to get rid of these boxes. Which, what is that going to cost me? 20 stone and 25, or 25 stone and 20 brick. Could be pretty doable. Alright, so this is keeping up. Awesome. And it looks like it's actually somewhat even as far as the crushed iron and the pulverizers here, so it's definitely a good deal. How is our iron storage doing? Kind of looks like, well, it's caught up here, which is good. Kind of looks like we have a back, or we're going to need more electronic circuits, but that's not a huge deal. Oh, we do have these boxes filled up, so that's pretty cool. And we're starting to fill this back up, so it's catching back up. That's definitely a good thing. Just kind of checking on our oil production. We don't have any light oil, but that's fine. We have plenty of petroleum gas, which I think what I might do, since our heavy oil is almost full, I might go ahead. Do I not have a chemical factory? Go ahead and build one of those. Ooh, that's the damage to laser turret. That's not good. Or they took out a laser turret, I should say. Probably should replace that. Was it this one? Yeah, it looks like it was that one. Yeah, and that one wasn't getting fixed up at all, so that's understandable. Alright, so let's replace that. That should be fine. We can double up these walls again, because I know that was the thing that I had done. Since we're getting hit so hard from this side, well, how's our robot coverage? I don't think we have any repair coverage over on this side of the base. What would it take to get that? Not much, really. So that might be something worth looking into. But I think in the meantime, I'm going to just go ahead and set up another laser turret. So we'll double up that wall. And we'll just put one right in the corner here. And probably don't have to double up the wall here, but why not? I've got plenty of walls kicking around. So there we go. That should keep them at bay for a little while anyway, at least on that side. Alright, how are we doing on production? Still catching back up? We are, but it looks like we're actually doing pretty well. So that's definitely a good thing. Starting to get a little bit of backlog on smart inserters. Alright. So, yeah. I think that might be enough to satisfy me for this episode. So yeah, not the best iron throughput, but it's not doing a horrible job, I guess. I guess I could have another pulverizer up here. But yeah, I think we might have to look at that a little bit more in depth in the next episode. Plus, I kind of want to get a robot factory up so that we can just kind of plop them down whenever we have them or whenever we need them. So, because right now we have 40 logistics robots, which isn't bad at all. They're definitely keeping up, but yeah, I definitely want more, and I would like more construction robots so that I can have actual blueprints and stuff like that that are a little bit bigger in scale. So anyway, if you liked this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this and other series that I'm doing, hit subscribe. And as always, remember to take care of yourselves out there, and thanks for watching.